symbol at I am Nadine Hill on all social media, including my YouTube channel, where I do have a couple of yoga stretch videos. So today I'm filming a core strength. This is a 10-minute core strengthening exercise. So if you want to, don't go straight into this, do one of my stretch videos first to warm up the body, and when your body's nice and warm, come back and join me for a 10-minute core stretch. So we're going to start with the feet hip width apart, toes are nice and spread out on the front of the mat. Tuck your pelvis under and elongate your legs. Nice and tall in your spine, shoulders are back and down, and the palms of your hands are facing the front. Crown of your head is pointing up at the ceiling. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. Perfect posture. From here, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips as we sweep down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale halfway, flat back. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Plant your hands and step back, right leg. From here, we're going to release that knee to the floor and then inhale, sweeping up into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Option to deepen the back bend here at the top. Exhale, sweep your hands down to either side. Curl the back toes under, raise that leg and step back to plank. So from your high plank position, Palakasana, you're making sure your body's in a straight line, bottom is in a nice straight line with the rest of the frame, and hold here for a moment. And then when you're ready, bending from the elbows and lower down to the mat with control, Chaturanga Dandasana. Pause if you can for a moment before you release all the way down. Once you're down onto the floor, come onto your forearms into your Sphinx pose and allow your head to gaze up at the ceiling. From here, we're going to release the chest to the floor, plant the hands either side of the chest, curl those back toes under and push up to downward facing dog. So in your downward facing dog, your toes and your hands are all on the floor, 4 points of contact. Send your bottom up to the sky, nice and high, straightening your legs and arms. And then pedal your heels left and right, take your dog for a walk. When you're ready, walk the soles of your feet to the front of the mat, where we're going to hang in Uttanasana, forward fold. And inhale up to centre, sweeping the arms either side. Before we exhale, hands to heart centre. Doing the other side now, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, coming down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Planting your hands, stepping back, left leg. Release that knee down to the floor, and then inhale, sweeping your arms up into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Option to deepen the back bend here if you wish. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, curl those back toes under and step back to plank. So from your high plank position, we're going to take that right leg off the floor, bend at the knee, step underneath the body and open out toward the side into your fallen triangle. Legs are straight. Option to put a knee down if you need. Sweep the hands down to the mat, uncross the legs and push up to downward facing dog. Once you're ready, we're going to release the hips down to the mat, so we're coming back to plank, Palakasana, where we're going to raise the left foot off the ground a few centimetres, bend the knee and then step underneath the body, opening out toward the side wall, into your fallen triangle. Option to put a knee down if you need, otherwise both legs are straight. Sweep that hand down to the floor. Place your foot back down on the mat and push back to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to walk the soles of the feet to the front of the mat, or we're going to bend the knees and jump to the front of the mat, where we're going to straighten up our legs and hang in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms up either side, coming up to standing. Exhale your hands to heart centre. So coming back to the front of the mat, feet hip width apart, toes are spread out. Shoulders are back and down, your bottom's tucked under. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale halfway, flat back. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Step back, right leg. And then inhale, sweeping your arms forward into your crescent lunge. Option to deepen the back bend here if you wish. When you're ready, we're going to windmill the arms front and back as we reposition that back foot, 45-degree angle, foot flat on the ground. Bend the front knee as we sink down into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. From here, rotate that front palm, sweeping the hand up to the ceiling into Reverse Warrior. Exhale, hand back to Warrior 2. And then we're going to short step that back foot in. All the body weight now is in the front leg. Back leg floats off the ground. Hinge at the hips as we come down to the floor into our half moon balance. Embrace any wobbles. One side may be stronger than the other. When you're ready, hand to the floor. Float the back leg down to meet the front one. And hang here in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms out either side, come up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart centre. On the other side, so check in, make sure that your legs are still hip width apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Stepping back, left leg. Inhale, sweeping the arms forward into your crescent lunge. Option to deepen the back bend here if you wish. Take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, windmill the arms front and back. The back foot comes flat onto the floor, 45-degree angle, the front knees bend. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Crown of your head is facing the ceiling. When you're ready, rotate the front palm. Inhale, sweep hands up into Reverse Warrior. From here, we're going to sweep the arms back down to our Warrior 2 stance before we short step that back foot in. So the front leg is the leg taking all of the weight. Allow the back leg to float off the ground as we hinge from the hips. Bringing your arm to the floor and opening out to the side of the room into your half moon balance. From here, we're going to sweep the hand and the foot down to the ground, and we're going to hang in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, and exhale, hands to heart centre. From here, we're going to inhale, sweep up, exhale, hinge from the hips, plant the hands on the floor, and step back to plank. So we're in our high plank position, and we're going to just weave our legs. So take one foot off the ground and step over the standing leg. Then take the other one from underneath and keep on stepping over the standing leg. Trying to keep the bottom in a nice straight line. This is a good core strengthener, and the movement makes it trickier, but it also kind of takes your mind off what you're doing. And when you're ready, coming back into your high plank, lower down to the mat with control. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pause if you can, before you release all the way. Release the back toes, push up to upward facing dog. Curl the back toes under, downward facing dog. From here, pedal your feet left and right. Take your dog for a walk. And then you can step, walk or jump to the front of the mat. bringing up the legs and hanging in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms either side, palms to touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. That was 10 minutes. So that core strengthener is something that you can do a couple of times a week. Make sure you team it with a stretch video to start and then one to cool down afterwards. So we're both warming up and cooling down the body. It's a good energizing flow, even though I'm out of breath. You will find that you'll be out of breath with that one, but it's great for core strength, building strength in the shoulders, wrists, arms, hands, and feet. Yoga's good for everything, let's face it. So I hope you enjoyed that one. There are more videos on my YouTube channel, which is I am Nadine Hill. That's where you'll also find me on all social media. So thank you, continue to do yoga, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video.